I suppose the destiny to become a prince, Prince Charming, who I am at heart. I'm that sort of prince that rides across the forest in his on his trusty steed, his white stallion, and you know, pure goodness at heart. And I look a bit podgy and a bit frumpy, but I should be much more demure and beautiful. Just haven't received the love I need to groom me. Don't have my castle. Don't have my grounds. But yeah, the destiny to become that is what creates the world and drives the world. And I don't think any good kingdom that finds that and can secure that would be any kingdom without a bit of resistance. So I accept there's resistance always from community, people who are just ignorant, don't really understand why that's so important, or expect it to be American because of Disney, whereas the stories are global. They're not American. They can be anywhere in the world. I can have a kingdom any country really. I'll probably end up with a castle or kingdom in every country. When I travel and visit, I need secure place for my family, and but yeah, it's a bit of a mystery destiny, and why that works in my favor is because I have the world's favor really at heart. May not realize it in their mind because they have their own preconceptions of who I am, who they are, who Prince Charming is, it's just a story, it's just this or that. But at some stage, everything we're doing now is just a story. We're living out a story that was dreamt up at a time as well. People's talked about, the people with the machines and the big screens and the cars and that was all a mystical story at some stage too. So we just refine that as we go, and we come up with a more beautiful story, like a Disney classic story with meeting the princess, and eventually that manifests. That's how dreaming and how reality and how the world listens to everything we're doing, and our heartbeat and our dreams and our thoughts, and it goes to work every day to make it happen. And so I'm not even worried about anything really. I mean, there's everyday problems and concerns like, how do I afford my car repairs or my new clothes, but apart from that, things are pretty good. I don't complain about anything really. I never really have. I've always accepted the situation is where I'm at, and I've come from very meager, miserly, poverty-stricken sort of past, but I've always had everything I really needed, from the people that care about me. And so yeah, I think things will slowly improve in the world once the ball gets rolling. And I don't know how I'll get to that point of being Prince Charming, what I have to do to become that, but I really do think maybe, might sound a bit strange, but maybe the Earth will just become this steel orb, and the creation will happen above that. It will happen up in the sky almost. The world will it will grow. This Earth will grow into more of a bigger sphere. There's no reason why it can't. Just because it was probably a gas giant at some stage, and then it shrunk down to this compressed sort of hard Earth. But I think if it softens and becomes, maybe something will grow out of that back to becoming the size of a gas giant again. But be all physical, maybe a physical world up there that's with all channels and tunnels and pathways. And I often dream about the world growing. How would that happen? The cities like structures to build a platform upon, or all this goes on in my mind. I think there is actually space is actually more than we imagine. It's space. It's space to do stuff in, and pretty much do anything. And I think of it more of a space station at the moment, with sort of ports on the outside where eventually we'll find ships and disappear off into space and have this kind of world down here to depend upon as sort of a go-to, you know. And as you find more space and you find bigger planets, and this space station, it'll be quite big, you know. Is probably we'll probably be able to you know front up to these sort of bigger planets, not feeling so small, you know, being a bigger sort of sphere. I think Krypton, you know, is millions of times bigger than Earth, so to have that sort of superpower, you know. Anyway, it's all a bit hearsay, isn't it, at the moment? But hopefully it leads on to better things, and it's all part of the process. I better go get my toast. Over now.